13th, 2014.
What are you doing?
Oh,
You
Mark.
focus. I have a very tight schedule. Can we just get this done?
Yeah, sure you do. Hey folks, Latino Crazzie here for the post show for Ho Ho Slam.
James Lawrence III.
I wasn't done.
Well, say our names.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm James Lawrence III.
Hands Slater Wallace, and our special guest,
Kurt Kujo Joseph.
And I'm Latino Crazzie. Let's get started, shall we?
Crazy.
Hey, the first match of the night, I think you're going to want to hear this. It was the product, Christopher Kent, taking on our very own Hands Slater Wallace.
For the #1 contender.
Number one contendership here at Fire Pro Wrestling.
Impact title.
Very important match for young Stonehands. And it was a close one. Stonehands was throwing this Christopher Kent around like a ragdoll. But of course, he brings his buddies out, distracts the referee.
Hold. Okay. The referee being distracted is not Christopher's fault. That's the ref's fault. Okay. Just because you couldn't get the job done, how about you not blame Kenny
Oh
Courageous?
yes, because you're used to those underhanded tactics of having, so much confusion
I'm
going
sorry.
on.
How's your championship run going? Because we've been holding ours for over a year.
Holding.
A whole year.
Yeah.
Well, I remember being
Sneaky
champion and I didn't
moves.
have to cheat as much as you did.
Yeah.
The bottom line is Christopher Kent won, got the 1, 2, 3, and he's the #1 contender going against BMK for the Impact title. His brother.
Good.
True story, James. Good job.
His brother.
Exactly.
Why don't we just forget that nonsense for now? Let's move on to the next match, Mrs. Stonehands. Will you tell us about it?
It was the convict Nick Dallas versus Roland Young. And I mean, the whole time Dallas is just, beating this kid up brutally. And I mean, before we find out, I guess Punisher's not going to be there. Something is up with him. We're not quite sure what's
His
going on.
business to attend to.
So, at the end of the match, Convict went to get his crowbar, and he was going to cheat, of course, with it, but who comes out to save him? Good old Gabe.
Gabe the Brave.
Oh, okay, so it's bad if somebody's friend comes to the ring when it's in a match against you, but it's totally fine
Yes.
if Gabe the Brave comes out and helps out some stupid kid.
Yes.
That's totally fine, right?
True.
Oh,
I'm
but
just
he has
trying
a
to
crowbar.
understand the double standard here.
He's going to use a crowbar on him.
So?
Ladies,
It's not really-
ladies, you're both pretty. We have a show to do.
Alright.
You're a good guy. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I didn't mean to yell at you. This guy.
Distracted the convict. Roland got the pin, and he got the win.
The Roland
Distracted.
Okay, distracted.
Convict distracted himself.
With a
Trying to get his
crowbar.
crowbar.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it
it's
had nothing to
different.
do with Gabe. Nothing to do with Gabe being
Oh, because Gabe stopped him from using the crowbar.
Okay.
Let's just move on. Just move on.
The next match is Devon Fury versus Flying High Joseph Rack.
Quite impressive for the kid.
The kid had some good high-flying moves, but Devon Fury, the veteran, was too much for the man. And, of course, this man here said that Devon used the bottom rope somehow, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, actually.
The ref didn't see it, and
Oh.
Devon
Now all the ref didn't say it. Is everybody okay?
These first few matches, there seems to be a lot of controversy.
There's like a bunch of ignorance on this side of the table.
The reason that Devon Fury was able to win that one was because the kid weighs, like, what, 80 pounds?
85.
85 pounds.
Yeah,
Anybody that
those.
weighs 85 pounds should not be in the ring in the first place.
All right, well, it goes down in history as Devon winning, but
the real deal Jordan Neal was commentating with us, and he didn't like what Joseph Rack was doing and how the fans were cheering him and not cheering the real deal. So the real deal went down and attacked Joseph Rack after the match and just beat him down. And
Honestly, it's about time that he made a statement, and I applaud him for showing that little twerps like that Joseph Rack
what is
has no
statement?
business being.
He just beat a kid that got beaten.
I'm
in the
sorry,
ring
I
and
was
goes down.
talking.
Is it your show?
you got to make moves in Fire Pro. You got to be seen. You got to make an impact. And real deal Jordan Neal looks like he started something there. We'll see what happens later.
More power for him. Then we come to the biggest travesty of the night. The Fire Pro Tag Team Champions, the Wild Ones, were supposed to go up against Fatal Attraction, but for some reason, Mike Marvel just couldn't hack it that night.
That's
So,
scary.
unfortunately, we had the displeasure of having to go up against Kevin Cross and our Impact Champion, Brandon Michael Kent. FYI, the two of them, I don't know if you by chance watched or you saw the match. You saw all those dirty underhanded tactics that they were using to try and get ahead.
Wait,
we
I
were
think you
simply
mean the
waiting
Wild
for
Ones.
Fatal Attraction, and at the last second, we have to suddenly adapt to Brandon Michael
You had
Kent.
no time to prepare.
We had no time to prepare for that. Our entire strategy was completely thrown out the window. We had nothing
Well,
to do.
your amazing championship for, reign. How many losses have you guys had compared to
Um,
wins?
A lot.
Who has
How
the
many-
titles?
Who has the title?
Doesn't matter.
You're forgetting about the
W
gold
still-
around their waists. You sound exactly like Kevin Cross. Kevin Cross had some stupid Facebook post saying, "Oh, talent is better than championships," but talent equals championships. Okay, we've had the gold for over a year. Brandon Michael Kent had no business being in that match. If Mike Marvel didn't want to show up, more power to him. He probably got a little scared. If he didn't want to show up, the match should have been called.
Your philosophy is more cheating and luck.
Okay.
So I
Clearly,
mean,
you let me know.
Cross and BMK got the victory, but still champions, the Wild Ones.
For now, until there's a match where they can't cheat in.
Okay. All right.
Maybe throw this guy out of the arena. You can't do any of his dirty
I don't know
stuff.
if you guys really caught on, but they don't actually need me there. They can win just fine on their own.
No, they can't.
I
don't
remember
know
the
if you've seen your
pole
matches.
match.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
pole match where Tony Rican unfairly inserted himself into my business and ejected me by pulling my hair. I could actually sue him for assault. I could bring him to court. And what happened? After I got taken out, they still retained their championships.
Well, your hair still looks beautiful to me.
Thanks. Maybe I'll refer you to my stylist. It looks like you need a little work.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we don't have any commercials, so just watch this video.
Commercial break.
Hey, the adults are talking.
I am an adult.
We'll be right back.
There's no commercial break.
Oh my God, where am I? Ah! Where? This is Latino Crazzie. I am so scared right now. Where am I? There's a tree. Father, El Luca Champropre, if you're reading this, if you're watching this, I tolerate you. When I get back, we're gonna have so many tacos. What? Holy! I don't know where I am. Somebody's pushing me. Ow! Leaves, trees. What is that? The house? Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, okay. What is it? Ah, there's stuff in front of me. Hello? There. Somebody. Hello? Is anybody here? What is it? What is this? A wrestling ring. Maybe I... Hello? Where am I? Hello? Okay. Is somebody in here? Anybody? Hello? Ah! Oh my God! I gotta get out of here! Ah!
We're back, Fire Pro fans.
And happy holidays to you as well, Fire Pro fans. Thank you for coming back.
I'm getting a headache.
Thank you for joining us again. Let's get right back into it, James Lawrence III.
The next
I'm
match,
going to talk about the next match.
I love when he does that.
Shut up.
Christopher Kent and his tag team partner, Kenny Courageous, and Jamie Crisis tagged together in a 6-man tag. You know who they teamed up against?
I was there, of course.
The Freebirds and Jeremy Hadley. Can you believe it?
I was there, I saw it.
I believe it. We were all there, actually, and we all watched it.
Was I there? All right then. You got something you want to add? All right then.
No, by all means, take the lead.
Stick to it, Crazy, stick to it.
Well, again, the match was back and forth. It looked like the Freebirds were gonna pull it out, but you know how Christopher Kent is. You know how Jamie Crisis and Kenny Corrades are. Eventually, it's gonna come down to their shady tactics. You know, kind
And
of
don't
like
forget
the
about
Wild Ones.
Pafo out there.
And Poffo,
The
of
ref must have said
Arabia's
something
out
to
there,
him.
pulls out the referee when he's trying to go for the 3 count, and after starts a huge brawl.
And I had seen enough.
Somebody
Coming back
came coming
from
out.
what happened earlier.
Gotcha. So, real deal Jordan Neal can go out there and attack Joseph Brack.
Hey, I was just even
pass.
And then you want to challenge them next month to a Survivor Series match?
Well, I guess we're not having that. We're gonna have a scramble match instead.
Scramble.
They changed it on us. I can't believe they would do
I
that.
really think that's going to go.
No, you gotta tune in next month, folks, to that scramble match. All those men are gonna be fist fighting and punching and kicking. You'll probably like it.
Wow.
Let's go to the next match, Mr. Stone Hands Slater Wallace.
That was the real deal Jordan O'Neal against the All-American Scott Powers. And guess what? Your favorite buddy, the real deal, he didn't do
Let's
so
get
hot.
something clear. He's not my favorite buddy. The only thing I really mention with him is he's at least going to make an impact. He's trying to clean
Well,
up
he
his locker
really did
room.
make an impact.
Because
he kind of lost his match to Scott Powers with the USA DDT.
Yeah, his head made an impact on our match. Way to clean it afterwards.
But Jordan Neal, I believe, had his foot on the bottom rope and the ref didn't see it.
Oh,
Weird how that works.
now, when the bad guy
It was on the other side of the ring, I
has his
saw it.
foot,
Oh my gosh, the double standard here is just.
Just move on to the
Well,
next
there's
match.
four
I don't
of
want
us,
to hear what
so
you have to
let's
say
Keep
about
going.
excuses.
Next match.
I'm really tired of hearing his voice.
Gabe the Braves taking on the Convict's new partner, Gideon. What are you doing?
Creepy.
what's going on?
I'm talking about the match.
All right.
The same mask.
Yeah, Gideon had horns, and he was this monster was just growling and pacing and
There
scaring children everywhere.
There
I-
are certain
I-
people that you do not mess with, and that would be Gideon and convict Nick Dallas. Gabe the Brave's problem is that he likes to insert himself into these situations, so when Dallas came out to help his tag team partner out, it's no surprise that Gabe didn't quite end up being able to hack it.
Since the Convict distracted Gabe like he did earlier in his match.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
And all of a sudden, spear from Gideon, 1, 2, 3.
Why can't we just have a good
A
competition
standard match? That's a wonderful, wonderful idea. When's the next time you're going to interfere in another match?
It's gonna be.
Well, Roller came down, and he got beat down by this monster Gideon, and who knows if that's the end that we're going to see with Convict and Gideon and Gabe the Brave and Rolling Young.
Everybody knows what time it is, though.
What?
Main event time for 5 Pro Wrestling Poho Slam, December 13th, 2014.
Get to it, Crazy. What was it?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
It was Mike
Horning. Mike Horning versus Dave Allen for the heavyweight championship. And
Oh,
surprise, surprise, little Molly had to go and interfere and put herself in a situation
Interfering.
where Mike
We're back to
Horning,
this
who by
again.
the way is probably the most
He's the
up and
one
coming
who-
star, he took out Tony Regan. Tony Regan doesn't wrestle anymore because of that guy.
Well, you know who he didn't take out? The Stone Hands Slater Wallace. Thank
and
you.
he didn't take me out to dinner either.
But nonetheless,
She distracted
this
Horning.
is fact coming from James' mouth for once.
She distracted Horning, and all of a sudden Allen got a cheap pinfall against him.
She slapped Horning.
Okay, she
Exactly.
slapped
He
him.
deserved it.
He deserved it. So he deserved having a woman interfere in his match, in his main event match, to get his shot at the
Hey,
heavyweight
he's
title.
the one messing with her.
How?
Before the matches, he pushed her down before.
Did that have anything to do with the Dave Allen match? Did that have anything to do with him
Hey,
getting the title?
she's
Why
not
was she
messing
there in
with
the first place? She didn't have any business being in that. That's
but
I was in trouble.
she has to stand next to the ring and yell things into a microphone. Isn't that what she does?
Well, Crazy, why don't you tell me where we're going to be?
There's a
this
lot of
coming
unsettled business, and our next show is gonna.
We're going to be in Valparaiso, Indiana, coming up here on January 11th, 2015.
It's
It's
a
next
Sunday.
year. We're gonna be at this place called the Inmans.
Inmans.
Inmans. There's gonna be a lot of good matches. There's gonna be what are we gonna have?
A street fight.
Street fights. I didn't know anything about this. We're gonna have a street fight.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, I'm sorry
You
you had to
too.
put up with this.
Hey, this is the holidays. Whoa, wait, you are ruining the
I'm sorry,
spirit of
Slater
this
Wallace.
season.
We're not done with the show. Why are you tearing this up?
I'm Stone Hands Slater
Go to
Wallace.
facebook.com/fire.pro.wrestling.
You forgot to sign out, Kujo.
Why are you gonna
What
act
is
like
wrong
this?
with me?
Every time we have a show or something.
Why? Why is everybody being mean? It's not Christmas.
Ow! What are you doing?
And I'm Latino Crazy. We will see you next month, Fire Pro fans. Remember to come out to our January show. And